Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shay goes by.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out, y'all.
That's indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show, man. And we're not alone, Heather B.
We're not.
You know, I've been listening to clips of this album, Life is Worth Living, by a group that's really interesting to me because they've been putting out music for a few years now, done a couple of projects already. And a lot of folks may know of them. A lot of folks may not know of them. Why? I don't know. They're pretty dope. 2013 is when you put out the first album, right? Was it 2000?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome them to the show, the one and only Red, Gold, Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Hey, you can clap for yourself, fellas.
Yeah, man, that's okay.
It's okay.
Man, introduce yourselves, man.
It's Red.
Okay.
How you doing? This is Gold.
And I am Green, also known as King Green.
King Green.
All things green.
There's a concept behind this, Red, Gold, Green.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk to us like we're kindergartners and never heard of you.
Okay. Well, they the ones that understand it the most.
The best.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like
No questions.
no questions
questions.
at all. It's like, what's your real name? Nah. But basically, I'm gonna make it. This is the abridged version.
Okay.
So Red has an affinity for red things, and he just started wearing red all the time. He started commenting us when we had red things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that made us like when he said, like, we had a red shirt, he'd be like, oh, that's a nice red shirt. It made us feel like he was making us a part of his crew, like his thing, right?
Okay.
And then we were just like, I was at one point, we had a boy named Blue who was in the band before, and I was just like, nah, I'm green.
Where does this end?
This is where it ends. So I was like, nah, I'm green. I'm gonna be everything green. And then Blue was like, I'm all things blue. And then all of our friends had different type of color names, and it was just a kind of a crew thing. It was just a nickname type of situation, kind of like Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Purple, Mr. Pink, and things like that. And then he was Gold, and that's kind of how it started, as just a crew friendship type of thing. Cool. And then when we started making music, Blue left the band, and it was just Red, Gold, Green left, and we knew that this was that reggae color connection. So we understood like the importance of, like, you know, the blood, the gold, and the earth.
Yeah.
Someone whispered. It's like,
but what happened?
Thanks for helping me.
What happened to Blue, man? What did
Blue is
start?
he was at our show last Saturday at the Fillmore with Dizzy Wright. He is the boy. He's still the homie. He's probably gonna be the best man at my wedding. I ain't getting married. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
But right now. But he's still the boy. It's just left. But it was a younger version of the band, and then we understood like the importance of it, and it's really about us showing how we can unite. We're all from different places, unite and be different. So we're individuals, but we're still the same thing. So that's what the whole point is right there. So that's Red, that's Gold, that's Green. He's from here.
Okay.
He also speaks Spanish. Nah, he's from Cali, as far as America.
Okay.
I'm Haitian.
Okay.
He's
Hey.
Romanian, so from all over the world.
I used to live in New York, you know, fresh off the plane.
Okay. Fresh off the
That's where we come, JFK.
FOP, baby.
Yeah.
Did y'all meet in school, or did y'all meet?
We went to the same high school at different times.
Okay.
But shout out to Grant Hill, Reston, South Lakes High School.
Oh yeah.
Northern Virginia.
Okay. The lines didn't even light up when you said that. Nobody knows. Crickets.
And you are.
Crickets. The lines in there. He's like,
when you form, like Heather and I, we've all recorded music. Wonder's produced. Tracy is just an entertainer in herself. Conceptually, what did y'all sit down and decide? What we want to do in terms of your approach for music? Because when I listen to your music, it's not one thing. You know, how did y'all approach music?
I mean, I started out writing and rapping. And it's just, I like different music as I was growing up. So it's like, since I like all this music, I'm going to make all this music and try to find a way to put it all together. That's the simplest way I could, like, it's like, why? It's 2017. But actually, we've been doing this since like 06. Like,
oh, really?
But
Okay.
like, just writing and thinking, and we knew each other and working on stuff. We just always had that perspective of putting everything together.
But how y'all determine, like, when you're in a group, everybody has a role they play.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're pretty much the vocalist?
Pretty
Or-
much, yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, Gold does vocals, and so does Red, like live and in the studio. But as far as writing all the words, and it's kind of like my point of view.
That's your point of view. What if you disagree with his point of view?
That's the thing. Like, we've known each other since we were kids. So when you form your ideas and like your moral foundation, all that sort of stuff, we knew each other at that point in our lives. So it's like we don't really differ in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In those type of ways, we know that what we want to put out, like the message is always going to be something that we kind of all
You're from Romania?
Yeah.
Did you grow up there? Or
I mean, so I was born there. My whole family's born there. So this place was really interesting to me because everybody's like 1/8 this, 1/8 this, and so on and so forth. And I mean, you know how they say purebred dogs are dumb, and then the mixed breeds are smarter. I don't know. I feel some type of way about that. No, but so I was.
He said I feel.
Yeah. So I was born there, and you know, when there was a Romanian revolution, and they weren't sure who was going to be in power, and people were firing guns on the streets and whatnot. When I was there, like that happened in the building I was even in, and they shot the apartment downstairs, like, and we left in like 89, 1990, and I grew up in the DC area, so I lived in New York really briefly, didn't speak English, went to DC, learned English. And then my parents found this place where we live in Reston that had this like plaza that looked really European style, and it felt familiar for my parents, so we ended up moving there. And it's funny because the way, like, I didn't know them in school like that, right? But me and Green were on the late bus. Like I stayed after school for whatever program. He stayed after school, and the dude
Detention.
Detention.
There you go. And the dude that connected us sat, like, that told him about me and that I sing whatever. He sat next to him, and I remember that day, and it was like many years before we actually met.
You said I was freestyling, or was it? Were we freestyling, or was it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I just remember that y'all were like right behind me. They dropped you guys off, and then I went home. It's just crazy how things come full circle together, right?
Another blank shout out to Carlos.
Yeah.
Little PP.
AKA PP.
Reston, Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Benny Blanco from there. I don't know if you know who Benny Blanco is.
Yeah, the producer.
Rego Green from there.
Okay.
And Grant Hill. You know, he's from there. So.
Grant Hill could have easily been
variety.
the next MJ, man.
Yeah.
If Grant Hill never got injured,
For real, man.
we'll be talking about him like we talk about LeBron.
No, for sure. Shout out to Grant
He
Hill.
was
Straight
it.
up.
He was it.
You guys piqued the interest of one of the greatest, Pharrell Williams, at some point. How did that happen?
Well, at the time we were on Universal on Republic Records, and our music was getting played like in an A&R meeting, is apparently what the story is, and our music got played last. Pharrell was in on this, and at the end he heard it. Our A&R at the time, Ben Adelson, played the music for him, and he was like, "Yo, what's that?" He played a song of ours called "I Love Lamp," and so then from that point he was interested in us. But little did he know, they had already asked us, "Yo, who would you guys want to work with?" And we had previously mentioned Dave Grohl's name, and then we threw out Pharrell's name. And so by the time like both of these stories basically line up, we were both excited that both of us were excited to work with each other. You know what I mean?
Pharrell is from Virginia, though, right?
Yeah. The southern part, yeah.
Okay.
We're from way up.
Yeah, we
north.
should clarify. We're definitely DC area, you know. So
Okay.
anytime we travel around the world, we say we're from DC. You know, because when you tell people you're from Virginia, usually they think you're from the South, basically.
And that's kind of where we came up. Like we played shows in DC. Like everything is in the city.
You guys did the Dave Grohl, Pharrell. It makes sense to me because they're eclectic artists. They don't don't marginalize themselves and put themselves in one box,
Right.
you know. And that's what I enjoy about Pharrell, you know, and that's what I enjoy about Dave Grohl. So you guys did the special, the HBO special with Dave Grohl, right? The Foo Fighters, Sonic Highway.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? What was that experience like? I mean, I'm sure you're learning from all of this stuff. I'm trying to, you know, what did you soak in, man? Like, y'all taking this shit like it's nothing. Yeah.
Nah.
Pharrell, Dave Grohl, yeah.
Definitely ain't taking it like it. Definitely not taking it like it's crazy. Just being here with you a legend yourself. So it's crazy just being.
You hear that, Heather?
I mean, dog, you really are.
Yeah, you straight up
really
legend.
are.
It's just that it's
Straight
just.
up.
Well, thank you, guys. I don't know what that's supposed to feel like. I'm hungry right now. Do legends get hungry?
You got to understand.
Legends could be hungry.
We came up watching, you know, like we're an alternative type of group, right?
Yeah,
so we like
listening to the mixtapes first.
Yeah, we like Gorillas. We like when The Love Below like came out. That time was amazing for music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we
Gnarls Barkley, like that's when we
Straight up.
actually like met musically.
Okay.
You know, just young and just listening to those things. Everything was so eclectic, and then like Pharrell was just booming. I mean, when was he not booming? So it's like
true.
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
like I just thought about it. It's like
When was Pharrell not
when was he not booming?
That's
I'm
the
just
question of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Before he came out, that's when he was.
you know what I'm saying? No.
He was booming in
Because when he was
in
17,
high school.
he dropped.
Yeah.
True. He didn't he write the verse on the Back, baby,
Rump
two.
Shaker.
Rump
Yeah.
Shaker.
It's called the
Yeah.
Rump Shaker.
Work with Teddy Riley.
That was amazing. And has a voice. His voice is sampled on that SWV joint.
SWV.
SUMV. And when you listen back to it, I'm like, that's Pharrell like shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, what was the question that you asked? Because we just started like you said something. He was like,
Lessons you learned.
Lessons
Lessons.
going
Okay.
like, say, like, did y'all work with Pharrell inside the studio?
in the
Oh,
studio,
yeah.
and he
Oh,
works
yeah.
just like us. Like
his
he took-
process, like that's what I want.
Yeah. He came in here like we're producers first, and then we're a band. We play instruments because we just felt like live it makes more sense for you to see people with instruments. Every rapper now has a band, so that's where we come from. But we're just producers first, like writers. So we work in Logic, just off a laptop. He came in, said some stuff like about Chuck Brown, DC. I was not paying attention because I'm like, this is Pharrell. He's talking to me right now. I mean, I got an NERD hat on right now, so it's
Right.
like, and I
real.
didn't even realize that. But so it's like, so I'm just looking at him like, yeah. And then he takes out the laptop and just starts playing music, and then he looks at Red while he's making the beat, and Red's like, oh no, do the go-go beat like this or whatever. We still got the footage. Me and him
Wait,
were
stop.
looking- Yeah.
You told Pharrell what to do?
Nah,
Listen,
bro.
It's a collaboration.
I get
It's
it,
a
but-
weird moment.
Yeah,
trust me.
that's what I'm saying.
It's a very weird moment.
Yeah.
What? How long did it get? Did it take you to have the gall to say, "Hey, Pharrell, can we do it this way?"
But the funny thing is, both him and Dave, when they let you know that that you shouldn't be afraid or intimidated by them. They were just
Okay.
human about their interaction, even the
Right.
introduction. Like, hey, I'm Pharrell. Hey, I'm Dave. Like, it was really human, and it felt comfortable.
Okay.
So when it came time, by the time we had got to, because like you said, we had talked a little bit before the music started happening, but when the music started happening, like we were almost boys at that point, and we could tell each other anything.
Yeah.
Where he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm not feeling this," or we were like, "Oh, I'm not feeling that," and that was okay. Somehow, as weird as that sounds, that was okay.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And you
So we
felt
didn't feel
that
the
way.
pressure.
It just felt super comfortable, and it felt like it was just a fourth one of us in the room.
Yeah.
That was way more skilled and way more
Versed,
experienced.
versed.
Yeah. So and he Yoda's you into making a perfect song. This is I think I don't know if he does this for anybody else, but I looked at the tapes and he was just like, yeah, we gotta make this song, and when the chorus comes in, like all that angst and all that energy's gotta come in.
he's like the irony.
Yeah, the iron. He's like, then the irony. Oh, it's like doing the verse is gonna be so like sweet, and when that chorus comes in, that energy is gonna go. And then he started talking about the topics, and I realized he yoded me into writing exactly
What he was
that,
talking about.
what he's talking about. And because I'm in there, I'm like, I gotta make this hot. This has gotta let me. And then it was amazing to just work with him like that.
You guys did Doing the Most.
Yeah,
With
doing-
Pharrell.
yeah.
And I want to play that and come back and play some of your newer music as well. Red, Gold, Green are here. What's the social media?
It is RDGLDGRN at Red Gold Green, no vowels, everywhere.
Everywhere. 888-742-3345. You want to talk to them. You don't have it? Do it.
Is there another title besides Doing the Most? I have Esamina, Carnival, and Opera.
No. It's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. And we're gonna get to all of those too as well. And on this project, you guys got Futuristic on it.
Yeah.
How do y'all know Futuristic?
That was through our manager, Stroll.
Oh, okay.
He knows his manager, and we linked up. We actually talked at the what was that show we did? Red Rock show.
That's right.
Well, what was that with Method Man, Redman, Futuristic, Suicide
Flatbush
Boys,
Zombies.
What was that show
Currency.
we did? Red Rocks. It was just a little show we did.
Yeah, it was a tiny
That's
show we
big,
did.
Colorado.
Method Man, Redman, headline, Flatbush.
No big deal.
I can't remember. I've
I
done so
wasn't
many.
stunting, man. Why you hating on me? I wasn't stunting. I literally couldn't remember.
Little show. Wow.
We about to play Madison Square Garden on September 15th. You know,
Did he just start?
Also, no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal.
Serious?
We work with Pharrell and shit. No big deal.
Yeah,
They just started
Wow.
again. All right.
Congratulations.
Here it is. Doing the Most. Red, Gold, Green. 888-742-3345. Red, Gold, Green are here. Life is Worth Living is the name of the new project. No definitive release date yet, as of yet. At least have the B, but they do have a new single featuring the one and only METHOD.
Man.
Yes. You want to talk with them? 888-742-3345. We got Sean on the line. Sean, what up?
Sean.
You.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Good morning,
Sean.
Sean.
What's up, man?
Hey, I wanted to point out that today actually marks the 5th anniversary of Chuck Brown's death.
Yo.
So that's kind of dope to hear y'all on the radio on like a nationwide scale.
That's dope that you knew that.
Thank you for calling and saying that,
We
man.
playing Chuck Brown all day today.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
Respect.
You from DC, right, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So you what do you think of Red, Gold, Green so far?
I like it. I like it. Like I looked at the Wikipedia real quick because I never heard of them until this morning. And I read Indiegogo. I'm like, what is that?
What is this?
Indiegogo. What is Indiegogo?
That's kind of what the first album's inspiration was. We just wanted we were listening to like a lot of indie rock music, and then we wanted to mix it up with go-go, which is that DC sound. So we just put it together, and that was the direction for that first album.
And trivia for Sean, Chuck Brown passed while we were making this record at Sound City.
Yeah.
Really?
Like I remember we saw it on Twitter. He just popped up, and we were like, damn.
We were, yeah.
It's a moment of silence in the studio.
Wow. And you know it don't mean a thing.
Yeah, if it ain't got that go-go swang.
Okay. Hey, Sean, you're a citizen, man.
A Sway in the morning.
And make sure you follow and pick up that music.
Go. I'm kind of curious with you growing up in another country. Like, what were some of your musical influences?
So for me, my dad, like if you're Romanian, you definitely like Michael Jackson is one of you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson live in Bucharest is like the greatest concert of all time.
All time.
I mean, top. Like you got to be
in his country. So
is that the one where he just stood
still? I try to tell
minutes?
people.
Yeah,
I mean, when you don't even have to move, and when you move once and everybody just dies, that's how you know it's about to be lit.
Yeah,
you know?
made it.
Yeah, but not beyond that. You know, I guess. Like I grew up with a lot of like both my parents played violin when they were young, so they put me on to like Romanian folk music and traditional stuff and classical. So when I first started, I was playing like piano and violin, but like by notes. And as I was getting older, I was like getting less and less interested in that type of stuff. So I wanted to pick up and like play songs I really liked, you know, like by ear and whatnot. But that's like how I started out and what I was into. Like he was into like, you know, obviously like all types of Haitian stuff and whatnot. It's like what you grow up with is your culture, you know?
Yeah.
Big Wyclef fan, huh?
Huge White. Okay, hold up. Shout out to Wyclef. Shout out to Praz. You feel me? Shout out to Kodak Black. Shout out to Zoe Dollars.
Yo, shout out to David
Jason
Sonnenberg
Derulo.
too. David Sonnenberg, you know, we passed his house on the way.
It's like wave that.
Shout out to Tracy.
Exactly.
That's another
I'm
Haitian.
Haitian too.
What, you Haitian?
Absolutely. Muy bien.
Oh.
I got 1804 tatted right on the left side.
That's
how. But this is what I wanted to get your thoughts on. Earlier this morning, we were having a conversation about Waka Flocka because he mentioned, in his opinion, Lil Uzi Vert is not a hip-hop artist. He's a rock artist. And so the conversation became what qualifies someone as a rock artist. Because over the years, we've heard a lot of hip rappers say, don't call me a rapper, I'm a rock star. And I just see people in general saying they don't want to be called rappers.
Yeah.
But that was a proud role before.
It's a marketing ploy because if everyone's saying they're a rapper and you want to stand out and look different, you're gonna say something else. But it's all hip hop music, and it's kind of ridiculous because it's been so hard. Like we coming through this alternative scene, like rock. So it's like I'm in a rock band basically to like most people that know me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people on, you know, if you're listening to this or on the hip hop side don't know who we are because we're coming from that angle. And it's like there's not a lot of people that look like me in this side of the world, and it's very hard, honestly. But yeah, so it's like if you're getting played on hip hop radio, you are a hip hop artist. That's just that simple because the categories are made by that industry, made by those people. Because literally, music is music. If you want to break it down to, it's just is it good or is it bad?
Is it good or is it bad? Okay, I like that. I mean, if you gotta be able to play at least one instrument, right?
Right,
to
something.
be a rock star, maybe. I don't know.
It's a perspective.
Like Lil Wayne with the.
You could be whatever you want to call yourself in this day and age.
For real,
Yeah, right.
true.
Ryan,
It's marketing.
Ryan from Arkansas. What are your thoughts?
Ryan, what's poppin'?
We got
Ryan,
Red, Gold,
what
Green in here.
up?
Hey guys, Red Gold Green, man. Love your music. Been following you guys about the last 4 or 5 years. Saw you open up for a small group called Air. In
Wow.
Utah.
Long time
Yeah.
ago.
That was a whole.
Yeah, a long time ago. If you remember that show,
In 94.
you know, Luton in London, that song changed my absolute life. So
Dope.
keep it going, guys. Yeah. So appreciate it. Keep on putting out good music. So
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much,
Hey,
man.
Ryan, you a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning.
Francesca, what you want to say?
Francesca.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
What up?
Hey, congrats to my cousin Green.
What up, Francesca?
Lila Mula.
Proud of y'all guys. I love love y'all, man.
I love you. Why you up? What time is it?
Car. I'm on my way to work.
She got a job, Green.
Right.
It's like, why are you up? Man, it's 10:40 on the East Coast. What is she? Hey, Francesca.
You guys every morning, guys.
That's what's up.
I'm so proud of my cousin for I turn on my radio when I hear his voice.
And I didn't tell you. Yeah, I suck.
I know you over here. You didn't even tell me.
God damn.
I just woke up.
Yeah, he got in trouble. Francesca, you're a citizen.
A Sirius XM Sway in the morning.
Let's get into one of these songs, man. We do this thing called Lyrical Breakdown.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the morning.
I like to talk about some of the lyrics, something I've been doing with my partner King Tech since 1990. Damn, man. That's a long okay, man. I guess I am a legend. All right. I see what you mean now. All right. First verse of this song, we're gonna do a performance of it. It's called Opera, and it's on the Life Is Worth Living project. I actually wanted to jump into the second verse.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and ask you about the lyrics. It starts off, facts is that I won't be voting till the poverty gap has slim proportions. What was that? What inspired that line right there? What were you thinking about when you wrote that?
Thinking about the world that we live in. But the idea of one, like the first verse is coming in like I'm coming in from an idea of someone being foreign coming into this country and looking at the opportunities that everyone has, right? Mm-hmm. And then thinking about when someone's in power and they're not looking out for the entire community, the entire society, it's like, and your voice doesn't really have that much power. It's like, first thing I need to do is make sure that we as a community have a power before I could feel like I need to involve myself into your system. Mm-hmm. That's basically the idea of that
Taking
line.
care of home.
Take care of us, make sure we're straight. And it's like, okay, this is what we have. This is what we're thinking about. Let me present it to you.
Okay. Foolish just like the notion of marching for peace while they're making corpses. Kids dumb from the lack of schooling. I don't blame them because the shit is boring.
Yeah. And that's just talking about like how the school, like we're still going off the same system of learning like from like ancient Greek.
Yeah.
And like times it's like someone's standing in front of you and then like dictating things. And it's like, that's boring to a lot of kids, especially when you have like iPhones and iPads and stuff like that. You gotta update your formulas,
okay.
like
Guru Premier.
like Guru Premier.
Right.
You gotta update your formulas. So it's that's what that whole thing's about.
Found out I had a knack for touring, so I make waves from VA to Zurich. Bang bang and then flee. She watched her grandson die at a jamboree.
Yeah. It's like just talking about just violence, street violence, and that point. It's like that's not okay. That's something that needs to be fixed. That's something that needs to be addressed. It's like you're having a birthday party and people are dying at a birthday party.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like that's not the type of celebration. That's the thing you need to be shooting guns at.
You being from Romania and going through the school system there, how different is it? Have you noticed than here? Because when I travel the world, I find that we are at a disadvantage in the amount of knowledge that we have compared to people in foreign places. What is your observation?
Sway, I am so lucky that I didn't go to school there because I wouldn't have been able to hang, basically.
What do you mean? It's
like I'm saying, like, I've seen comedy on YouTube where they joke around about like math problems and stuff, and that shit is like calculus. And I showed it to my mom, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I understand that." I'm like, "Mom, what is this?" You know?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I mean, let's be real. Over there, you think of like Pink Floyd, where they say like teachers leave those kids alone or whatever. It's different. They
speak like 5 languages. Everybody in Europe speaks 5 languages. So it's like that off top. You know what I'm saying? And all throughout Africa, they speak like 17 languages.
Exactly.
It's like you can't.
There's no comparison.
There's no comparison between how we're learning over here versus over there.
Yeah, and people here, they don't even leave their neighborhoods. Like, people are overseas in Europe, they travel, they go to Spain, they go to here. Here, people, you meet somebody 18, never been
left a block.
Never left Brooklyn.
Yeah. Never left the borough.
Never
borough
left
at all.
All right. My theory is they keep us dumb because we have so many liberties that if
we knew what was good,
you see us marching in the streets more often.
It's not a theory.
You Rasta?
It's not a theory.
No. What brought you to locks?
Well, just like everything else that kind of happened in my life and kind of with us, is everything happened naturally. So I actually, after 9th grade, I went to school in Ghana for my whole sophomore year. My great aunt was a missionary and starting schools and stuff like that. So I was mischievous in 9th grade, so I went to Africa for 10th grade. And then there is when I stopped. They didn't want me to get haircuts because of they didn't know how they were cleaning the razors and all the shaving tools and all that sort of stuff. So they didn't want me to like catch AIDS, whatever like that. So from that point, like 2000, 2001, like my hair started growing. And since then, I just never really got it cut. I mean, I had plaits, I had relaxer, like I had straight hair, all that sort of stuff. But then my girlfriend back in like 05, whatever, she went to college and stopped doing my hair. So my hair was just long and it was out. And I felt at that time, I was right about when we started making our first joint, the one with Blue. About that time, I felt that I was going, I myself was very amoebic. You know, I wasn't forcing myself to do things that I didn't want to do. I was really following my own lead in that sense, you know, so my hair.
This is a very Gentile way of saying he was a badass and he was a rebellion. he was mischievous in 9th grade.
I was mischievous.
He got sent to Africa. You know you did something wrong when your mom sent you to Africa. Like, you got sent to Africa. Like, he's over there like, yeah, you know.
I'm trying to tell the whole story. So I'm trying to tell the abridged version, but I just don't want to leave out details. But, what I'm saying is.
He's just stopped caring about his hair.
My hair just kept growing. And
you know they're buddies, man. They just killing your whole story right now.
Well, no, but they were there, so they know. They've seen all the pictures from this whole time. They were there, so it's like when your hair's long and it's out and you stop getting it braided. I mean, I wasn't really brushing it really, so it was just a big fro, and then the curls started to become naps, and naps started to become dreads, and it just like came in that way.
Yeah.
So it's like I see people all the time, and they're like, "Oh, you know, I do hair, like I do dreads, like you know, you should come to my shop, whatever." Like that. I was like, "Oh, funny story. Nobody ever touched my dreads before. They just grew in like this."
Wow.
That's why some of them are all different sizes and like whatever.
You didn't tease them a little to get the cylinder? No?
Nah, I didn't touch. I don't know any techniques. I don't know anything about dreading hair. Like, I've never sat with.
That's red, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, I don't know.
Freeform, man. We got red. Red is here. Gold is here. Green is here, man. You know, Opera is a great song. It features Method Man. It's a great video. Conceptually, you know, in the video, you're wearing this alien mask, and there's this looked like a news report or something, an article in the beginning of the video. What was the concept behind that?
Just like I got like a full English accent for the like first two verses, and it was the idea is that coming off as like an illegal alien, and this is an alien to America perspective or whatever for the first two verses, and how like people like me, people of color, are treated as aliens and treated as not a part of this country, and then the reptilian thing, because I'm into like all type of conspiracy stuff.
Have you seen a reptilian in your life? Do you believe you've seen one?
You saw one in the video. You saw one in the video. So I'm saying,
he was quick with that one too.
I'm saying, you saw one in the video, and there's a lot of them in the office. That's all I gotta say.
There's a lot of them in the office.
But anyways, so y'all Google reptilian, YouTube reptilian. This dude from Canada. I don't even know what I should say on this, right?
Say it, man. Go ahead. Say it, man. Say it.
They might come after you. They're gonna come after you, dog.
Say it.
No, but there's a dude YouTube this thing. It's a dude in Canada. He used to be like a treasurer or whatever like that. He said there's literally 4 to 5 alien life forms on the planet right now.
Aliens, dog.
Yeah, and it said like straight up the government knows all that type of stuff. Whatever. Forget that I said that. Anyways, but
he didn't say it. A Canadian guy said it.
Yeah, Canadian guy.
Where do we search on YouTube?
Just Google Canadian guy talking about reptilians.
Okay,
you'll find it. Right. But anyways, and who else? Who put me on to that? Sia put me on to that. I was watching like one of them karaoke car things, and Sia said that in the karaoke. I was like, and I looked at the joint. I was like, it was straight up like what's it called? Like House of Representatives meeting over there type of thing, and he's telling them, he's like, there's aliens,
and he's addressing the house.
He's addressing the house, and they were like, yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this, man. And that's what the concept.
That was basic. The concept. I was drawing that into that, and just the idea of that, like like I said, people of color being treated like aliens, even though they're part of this country, and they built this country. So it's like when I take off the mask at the end, it's like you think of me that way, and then I'm kind of speaking my regular voice. It's like, this is me, and this is how I really feel, and I get into that third verse.
And in the third verse is Method Man going off, and you just see these dudes.
Oh, fourth verse. Right?
I mean, fourth. Yeah, fourth verse.
Third verse is Method Man.
Third verse is Method Man. And you see these guys jumping around Method Man like, I can't believe it's Method Man.
Hell yeah. Like,
I ain't mad at it. When I saw that, I was like, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
That's
I mean, if we're chill now, it's because we're just slowly waking up. Yeah. But it's like Pharrell was making that beat, we were jumping crazy in that place. Wow. And that's why that song has that much energy, because we had that much energy in the studio. Uh-huh. And Method Man, like we picked Method Man up, man.
Yeah.
We picked Method Man up.
Yeah, man, y'all touched him.
Me and him, we picked him up,
put him
took him to the studio. Yeah. And we come on.
Man, that's great.
He was like, yo, I'll be right out. He was at his front door. Me and him were like
that's crazy, man.
To count.
So can you do a special performance for us of this song? Like an acoustic thing?
Definitely.
Let's do that.
Okay, go. What is that instrument called, man?
So this instrument is a cavaquinho. You know, as Green was saying, we started to get, as we were talking, right, about how we're getting into world music and whatnot. Brazilian music is and it's like not really, like, people don't listen to it outside of Brazil, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's something that should be like really pop, to be honest with you. The rhythms are so interesting. So this is a cavaquinho. It smells like fresh wood, handmade by a Brazilian somewhere. And we just been messing around with it. So we're about to do like a cavaquinho version of opera.
Okay, let's do it.
So we gotta get this
freestyle cavaquinho. Hold on, let me get it.
All right, let me set this up.
Kind of sounds like All About the Benjamins, don't it? But anyways. Yeah. Hey. So, can't match my style and interests. I got rich thoughts and a violent instinct. That's just how I distinguish the bad from the good and the small and ignorant. Straight rock through, bomb pigment. I'm blending a new wave with the vintage. I'm a prototype, use a markup. I start this shit like a fucking novel. Since the government seems to mock us, I try to stay hidden in a green apartment. Focus, trying to be an artist, control all minds when they hear me talking. Got a problem with authority, but the neighborhood cops love red, gold, green. 40 niggas laid down last week, so I get me a win any day I breathe. Fact is that I won't be voting till the poverty gap has slim proportions. Foolish, just like the notion of marching for peace when they're making corpses. Kids dumb from the lack of schooling, I don't blame them cause the shit is boring. Found that I had a knack for touring, so I'ma make waves from VA to Zurich. Bang bang and flee, she was a grandson, died at a jamboree. You don't know? Some barely eat, you in the itch to survive like a manatee. You want what? The American dream, you wouldn't wish that upon your enemy. You see love? No fear of me, cause they get me a win any day I breathe. Yeah. I ain't gonna say meth verse. But
that's fire.
Yeah, man. Wow.
That's really
yeah.
Man, can you do something
I can't strengthen economies, so make sure the water that we drink is clean. Can't stop fights in the Middle East, can never make sure that the whole world eats. Military unit will never retreat. Chicago crew's gonna still have beef. Palestinian and the Israel kids gonna stay fighting for the Gaza Strip. I could put my words all together like this. The words that I say just won't change shit. Hospital room still gonna have patients. Blacks in the womb still gonna deal with racists. Ain't no bomb that I ever defuse. Doing no harm to the terrorists choose. Only thing that I know I can do is die like a motherfucker want me to.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's a hyena! Get him. Red, gold, green, man. Well, this was really, I'm glad we had a chance to make this happen. We met 3 years ago at a Hangout Fest, and it's come full circle.
Still got the photo on my Instagram.
You got that?
Good?
That's what's up, man. Repost it, tag me on it. I'm going to follow you. All right? Am I following you?
No, you
okay, yeah, man, still dreams. So reach for the sky.
Yeah. I'm trying.
But congratulations. What's next? Where are you guys off to from here?
We got a tour with an amazing band called Dirty Heads and Soldier, who's out of D.C., and The Green. Don't want to forget them. That starts June 9th, and it's an amphitheater tour. We're opening up, and it's going to be from June 9th to July 23rd all over the country. And then September 15th, we play in Madison Square. Not telling y'all who it is, but we keep meeting our heroes. We keep playing with our heroes, and that's why we don't really care what anybody thinks about our music, because we got some pretty crazy people there. That kind of like it.
In Madison Square Garden, but he's not going to tell you who it is.
I can't.
Can't do it. You want to mess that one up. Well, congratulations. Give out the social media again.
It is Red Gold Green, at Red Gold Green, which is RDGLDGRN. Follow us.
No vowels.
No vowels.
Thank y'all for coming through, man.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, Sway in the morning. Up next, if you're a Scandal fan, We got the president-elect coming up next.
Melly, better known as Bellamy Young.
She'll be here. You want to talk with Bellamy Young? 888-742-3345.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shea 45.